much larger conference and event. We're not actually talking about sort of occupying on our own terms on campus anymore in a way that would affect primarily just us who are there, right, if something was raided or something was broken up by the police. But we actually sort of yesterday thought we wanted to broaden this out and intersect with this existing formation, and I think that changes the terms of any decision or any discussion that we would undertake.
Very well put.
Oh, finally, one last thing. I'm all for the draft. I think that'd be great.
Again, very well put.
A lot of people have said this or that about like what law enforcement or like what the UGPD will or would not do depending on what, when, where, how camps are set up. Like I'm not comfortable with gambling other people's work on what I think law enforcement will do, because I think time and time again, you can say history has shown that they do what they want when they want. So, I mean, and I'm only one person from Occupy Cal, but like, I didn't come to negotiate whether or not we have tents. I thought we could come and welcome Occupy Cal, and if that's not the case, the fact that there is even this contention makes me think that it's a bad idea. And I guess that's all.
One thing people like to be aware of is there's some history of setting up tents and using that as a political forum, messaging, petition the government. Decided in 1982, CCND versus I believe the Park Police in Washington, D.C. There's a group of homeless people. This is the first time in recent American history during the last recession, during the early Reagan years, and there was massive numbers of homeless on the street for the first time in a long time. We occupied the Ellipse in Washington, D.C., which is directly adjacent to the White House. They arrested us. We went to court. It was challenged all the way up to the Supreme Court. We lost. We don't have the right to camp. It isn't a method that is approved under our Constitution to petition the government for change. There is a possibility to challenge that case. That's what needs to be done. There's a history of a gentleman named Doubting Thomas. He occupied in front of the White House what is now known as Peace Park, Lafayette Park, which has been going on since 1982. There's a number of cases that have come and picked away at that, studied that carefully, begin to look. Our right to assemble, our right to a commons has been stripped from us. We need to reassert it. One of the ways is these cases. Study those cases, find good lawyers, fight them, and pick away at it until we regain the right to our own commons.
What's the name of the case again?
CCNV, the Center for Creative Nonviolence, versus the federal government. And it was a Supreme Court case ruled on in, I believe, 1982.
I just wanted to express to everyone my profound disappointment that the majority of the conference holders were against consent. I support very much the young people in Occupy Cal and what you all are trying to do. I think people need to be a little bit uncomfortable. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening that we have no control of. I'm very sorry that she put in so much money and was afraid that her conference was going to be destroyed. Nobody had that intent, but this was an organic process. People were taking advantage of other elders who were gathered here, Daniel Ellsberg and others, and wanted to connect with that. And I felt profoundly disappointed when I saw so many people reacting in such fear against what you all were doing, and I'm sad about that. And I hope that you continue to push this movement, and that people who are older, we need to support them in doing so, and not talk about how much money we put in. The planet is in crisis, people are in crisis, people are concerned, and to worry about a conference just strikes me as a little bit petty. And I really just keep pushing, because we have to push and make even our allies uncomfortable. That's what it's going to take. That's just all I have to say. And I support you. Thank you. This man was accused of being an infiltrator just to try to get you guys here. I think it's terrible. People need to be able to discuss with each other, talk, not walk away and insist. I mean, not be so mad and so just like there's only one way. That kind of attitude is really killing us. People have to maintain dialogue and be a little calm and be able to work things out and not be so immediate about no and you can't. I think we've had too much of that and allowed for that. We set a terrible example today. I think.
It's been lovely having you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
And you're on there. So, yeah, so
I agree. And this is just my personal opinion, but I think Naomi is being very, I don't know the word to use per se. I'm just feeling a lot of aggression from her about the whole tent issue. I'm not getting involved with that particular topic because I'm not in her mind, so I can't say what she was doing. Okay, I can see that point.
Well, it seems to me that's why we're meeting. That's why Occupy exists. Yeah, but I don't think anybody that I've talked to has a blueprint to do this. So this is something that just to figure this out step by step, whether it's small steps or big steps, whether it's direct action, legal action, or building the community, or sustainability. That's what we got to figure out on our own.
We basically here we have this slideshow going on right over here. It's showing like reality.
Want to look for the comments.
How long has this movie been going on? 4 months. We have gone light years away from prior to this movement. I was basically eating outside, doing stop driving games. Alone out there, spray painting, there used to be jokes and debates. And now we forget that we had it in Australia Plaza. People cooking pancakes at 12 o'clock at night down in that Orchard Plaza, basically serving each other. No, we started growing the food.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you
We
look
started growing the food, and that's when they moved in on it.
Very violently for the garden.
there's a 3-day supply of food for the major cities, like down to 21 days. They've shown that in 3 days there's enough food in the major cities. So when you take the government, you take these things down, there's going to be 3 days of food for these major cities.
Right.
You're going to start growing
We
food
gotta
quickly.
plant food. It's really
Very
simple.
quickly. Yeah, I understand.
Absolutely. Vacant lots. Guerrilla growing.
Well, that's what you have to do. Very quickly start designing sustainable communities that can all become tribalism,
And
like you're saying.
we're in Mediterranean climate. This is where we can grow most food. Right? Yeah, we used to be. We don't know now.
So just do it the way it was supposed to. But why would
It strikes me that what you're facing in the United States is you have effectively, it looks like maybe one Wall Street massive against another in the course of your But Romney against Obama is just Wall Street against. Yeah, so it is a setup. It actually one of the problems I think is that what effectively happened is that Obama basically stuck down a lot of the ideologies of the business.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go offline. My battery's starting to die and I don't have any backup power right now, so I'm gonna hop off, and if I can find some power I will come back online. Lots of love.